What's up guys, Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review, and today we have this crazy comp that basically just emerged overnight. Nobody was talking about this comp, and then somebody found this guy's lol chess profile. They are, I mean, their name looks like they're a Chinese player, but they're on the EUS server, and they are 666 LP. They were sitting at 0 LP a few days ago, and then just boom, took up like a rocket, and you can see so much of it is playing this one single comp, which is this like Exotech Vex comp, Vexotech, where you play around Vex, you try to go blue buff Gunblade on her, ideally blue buff Gunblade Guardbreaker, but you know, a lot of other builds here, and yeah, I mean, almost every single game he's playing it. So, I mean, an incredible climb with a comp that I think is super uncontested. Like, no one is playing around this comp, and so I thought, let's do a VOD review. Sadly, this player does not have a stream or anything like that. I was going to grab one of their VODs, but then I saw Soju actually played the comp yesterday, so I thought, you know what, let's do a Soju VOD review where he plays the comp. I mean, Soju is as good a person as any to show how to pilot a comp like this. I mean, you know, he's a great TFT player, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, the only kind of scary thing I would say about this comp is that you are still playing into Exotech, which means you are still vulnerable to being contested by other Exotech players who are stealing your Sejuanis. The upside is this Vex unit, aside from the people who are playing the Executioner's line, is completely uncontested. And honestly, even the people who are playing the Executioner line are not even holding this Vex unit these days. They're playing like 7 Street Demon on level 7. So yeah, he gets a hollow bow setup, but not like the super hollow bow setup for Mr. Soju. So he's like, you know, maybe I'll play it, maybe not. Has this tier, has this rod start, opens up the HP orb. No longer is a grief to do that because they bug fix that. And yeah, we basically have first Augment here. Honestly, a pretty awkward start. I would say in Soju's spot, I have no clue what to take here. He opts to just take Spirit Link here, which is kind of wild, I would say. Somebody, Solus is saying, at Soju, are you pivoting? And he says, yeah. I mean, I think his thought process is that he is going to play Shaco from this spot. And then I think he kind of realizes, or did I say Shaco because someone in chat said Shaco? I think yeah, Veigar. I was thinking that, you know, I think Soju was thinking that he was going to play Veigar from this spot, and then Solus says, Soju, are you pivoting? Soju is a known pivoter, and so he is, yeah, I mean, he's probably going to team planner it out. Yeah, he's going to throw into the planner this board, and this is helpful just to kind of look up at the board as it's built out here. You're usually stabilizing around 5 Exotech. He's putting 4 out of 5 Exotech in here. He is missing Mordekaiser for Bruiser and for 5 Exotech here. And then he's also missing Morgana. You often play to get in another Divinicore on this board. It's also Dynamo with Jhin. So yeah, it all fits together really nicely. The traits actually are like really pretty on this board. So that is the idea behind the comp, is that yeah, the traits fit together really nicely. Yeah, Mord, and then throw in the Morgana. And then the other nice thing about this board is you have so many ways to cap out the board on 9, right? You have the Viego there, you have the Aurora. I mean, you can play stuff like Garrett, you can play stuff like Zac. I mean, you can play basically everything. You're probably not playing Samira. I don't see how that's going to fit onto the board. You can fit, you know, Renekton on the board potentially as like another Bastion, or even just like over some of the Bastions, like cut down on Jax. Like you can fit all of the good 5 costs. So that's one of the reasons why I think this board has really taken off as a build, is just that it caps out so high. And I mean, if you get there, this Vex unit is a little bit of a beast, honestly. The blue buff really nice on her just to get her casting really quickly, and the Gunblade is turbo bis on this Vex unit. If you guys have not read Vex's ability here, I'll read it out to you guys. A good bedtime story, never hurt anybody. Okay, is it a bedtime story? I don't know. A good story, never hurt anybody. Vex's ability, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So she has a passive. Gain 15% Omnivamp, 150% of overhealing from Retribution's damage is converted to bonus true damage to its primary target. This is something that I think a lot of people who haven't played a lot around Vex are just not really thinking about, is this fact that if she's overhealing, she's doing true damage, which is, I mean, it's just kind of crazy. And that's why Gunblade is so core on her. You saw the match history of that player. It's just like every single game he is building a Gunblade on this Vex because he wants to get that overheal so that he gets that true damage there. And then, you know, if you guys, I don't know, I'll read the rest of the ability. Why not? Active, send a shadow to the target, dealing magic damage to all enemies it passes through. The shadow then explodes, dealing magic damage to the target and to enemies. I mean, it's within 1 hex. It's a pretty standard shoot a thingy and then do a little bit of AoE around it. So, I mean, pretty interesting. But the really interesting thing is, yeah, this passive where when she overheals, she's doing true damage. It's pretty cool, honestly. So Soju here doing a really nice job of, I said the really thing again. Doing a very nice job of making sure that he is full open in this lobby and just making sure that he is going to lose to everyone. He does not want to win a single fight here, even though he's not really playing he's not playing any kind of reroll comp here. He still wants to make sure that he preserves his 5 loss. He's gone for the 3 loss. His board's weak. He might as well take the 5 loss at this point. So this is what Soju is going to go for here. He has the Vhagar, who's a fantastic item holder for Vex because the item holds the blue buff really well. I mean, this is a really nice line into the Vex, honestly, is just playing around this Vhagar. This is a line that you can almost just play from open. You do need to find the like I was talking about, you need to find the Morgana to fit onto the board. He has, wow, I'm actually, well, what did he say there?
Bro, like, I could have just played what's it called this game, man.
Oh, I mean, he does get a Zarian Chop. I'm surprised he doesn't hold Cypher here, because he has 3 Cypher if he wants it. I mean, he thinks about it. I'm surprised, actually. I mean, the thing is, he is 83 HP, but the other thing is, like, he's probably going to lose a bunch of these fights anyway. But the idea must be from Soju that, like, I'm getting a little bit low. I mean, he's got the plus 10 HP. I really feel like he could have just gotten Cypher in for a while. But yeah, the idea must be, I don't want to be too low here. I do still want to kill units. I said 2. God, I really do double every word, huh? But I don't want to be too low in this spot. So I am just going to push level. Man, the person who told me that I double up words is living like rent-free in my head for the rest of my life. All right, next augment here. I mean, Blistering Strikes, I mean, it's heal cut, but I tend to not like Blistering Strikes in comps like this that are like AP focused. I mean, the Stand United, I mean, you actually do get decent Stand United value. Yeah, and so he's just going to grab the Stand United here and just say, yeah, I mean, I'm actually getting a lot of traits in on this board, so I might as well just grab the Stand United. Yeah, I kind of love it. All right, and so this is just going to be our board 5 techie right now, just kind of chilling on this board, and yeah, going to slam the Morello here. Yeah, we did have the full Morello open, and that's the other reason why that you probably don't want to take Blistering Strikes there, is because you can just take Morello. It's probably going to end up onto the Varus on this board. Varus spreads it pretty decently, and I mean, you don't really want to have your heal cut on your primary carry. But yeah, I mean, we're really just full open into this comp. We might be 100 lossing, I guess, is something that nobody ever says, but we might be 10 lossing in this spot here, which is, I mean, scary, but really not that scary because we got the 10 HP orb. I mean, we're 67 HP and we're killing units on the way. Like, yeah, it's actually really chill. Memo also looks like they're potentially going for, I mean, they look much more, yeah, Memo looks a lot more like he's just going for like a standard, like techie street demon type setup, but we'll see, I guess. There is not so much crazy stuff on carousel. We're just gonna opt to grab the Shojin here, or I imagine it's the Shojin. We do have to kill this sword off. He just wants to get this sword finished. We'd also have Hyper Fangs for the Varus, which is a pretty nice item onto him, just to, you know, help him do some extra damage. Just give him some stats that matter. It's honestly, I'm actually down to do a quick explorer check and look at Varus and see where Hyper Fangs is on him compared to the other ones. Yeah, I mean, it's his second. It is actually the single best one on Varus. Very nice. Yeah, even better than Hollowbow actually in the stats, which is kind of funny. But I mean, this is probably fake. The reason why the stats are this is probably because if you're putting Hollowbow not on Zeri, you're a very sad person. So it's I don't think it's better than Hollowbow. Hollowbow is the one that's almost like made to be like tailor-made for Varus. But I mean, a very decent option when, you know, you don't really want, you know, Flux Capacitor, Pulse Stabilizer kind of rough onto Varus. So Hyper Fangs, at least a decent option onto Varus, gives him AP, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good on him. So yeah, continue to loss streak here. I am a little surprised that he took the Shojin and then didn't make it. I mean, the idea must be to keep other options open. You could go stuff like Protector's Vow out of this tier, which is really nice. The thing then is, though, what does this sword become? It's also nice we're holding onto the Zeri just to be a Zeri hater because we know the Zeri comp is broken and we don't want anybody to get it. But yeah, I mean, we almost 10 lost. We did end up winning on 3-5, but I mean, just barely not a 10 loss, still 48 HP, pretty good. And yeah, I mean, we can looking like we're going to just 4-1 it in this spot. So yeah, he's basically just, I would imagine, going to roll down for the team in the planner here. And yeah, actually good on Soju to not do this slam here. Oh, he's gonna wait one. Is he waiting? Looks like he's waiting one round. Yeah, I think we're gonna wait one round here just to say, okay, like we're the unit that we're looking for is not that contested. We're healthy enough. Like we're just going to chill here. I mean, I was thinking it's GS, but he's actually going to reforge. Oh, I mean, TG is so good in this comp. You'll take every TG you can make. I imagine, okay, we're going to make Static Shiv here. Yeah, Static Shiv, fantastic here, just to get some MR Shred made here. And so yeah, TG Shiv looks really, really nice. And Varus can just be the supportive item holder. And then this other glove can be maybe even another TG. We'll see. I mean, oh, Cyber Bulk sounds great. We're spreading items on a lot of units. I mean, Climb the Ladder is okay, but yeah, I think you just take this here. Level, let's roll it down. We do pick up another Zeri here, which is kind of hilarious. You don't need Zeri on the board. You throw Zac in on. This is what I was talking about, by the way, that you can fit, you know, Zac on this board. This is actually really smart by Soju to not make Zeri too, because we have no items for Zeri. It's actually just completely unreasonable for us to itemize the Zeri. All right, we're going to, this is actually really cool how he kind of like organized his items so he could slam them all into the Vex there. So yeah, a pretty underwhelming roll down by most metrics. We don't get the 5 Exotech in, I think, but I mean, look at the board. Look at that Vex. That was Vex 1. 8k damage. I mean, this is why people are hyped around this comp, man. That's Zac 2, by the way, on 8s. I mean, you got to high roll at some point, right? And yeah, I mean, he's going to fit 5 Exotech back in here. He's just going to play this variant of the board. So he's not playing the Morgana that we talked about, and we are just playing Zac as kind of our Morgana replacement. We're getting 5 Exotech in just because, I mean, we might as well play it. Like, we have this Renekton. The idea would be drop down out of the Jax, and then what else would we drop down out of? I mean, Bruiser's not the biggest thing to play here, and get Morgana and get some more Divinicore in. I'm curious to see how Soju caps this board, because yeah, he's looking at potentially cutting the Morgana. I mean, she's a good Divinicore. She's a great Divinicore unit, honestly, on this board. Looking at Rod here for what? Actually, this vexes me. I mean, it was on a... Was it on the bunny? Was it on Aurora? Because, I mean, it might just be Rod for Aurora. There was an Aurora on that carousel, but I couldn't remember. Yeah, okay. So we just take Aurora for Aurora here because Aurora's a great unit to play on this board as well. Gotta be, at this point, yep, we're going to cut down this. We're going to cut Jhin as well, it looks like, for a second. But yeah, not Jhin getting cut here. Going to dupe, put this here. I mean, I think if there's anything you cut, it's Gragas. But, I mean, he is, you know, we're playing 2 Divinicore and feeling pretty good about it. He's just going to spread items here as well. Get maximum bulk value. We're 35 HP. So Soju's a little bit afraid that, you know, if we fight somebody strong like this guy, 266 stacks, cash out, the Draven 3, we are really afraid of dying. And yeah, Soju going to shake his hair a lot and be a little bit sad that he's 22 HP. But still, I mean, we have the Zac 2, which is huge. We're really just in Vex 2 waiting room. It's kind of surprising how hard it's been for him to hit the Vex in this spot. Also, he does, yeah, opt to just say Renekton's not going to be very good on my board. I don't actually have items for the Renekton in this spot. I mean, my thought is maybe he could eventually move TG over and then move these real items over to Zac, but I think he thinks that's just a bit too far, especially, I mean, we have 3 removers. You'd probably be able to make it, but I mean, at the end of the day, just saying Renekton 1 is not enough on this board. But I mean, look at this Vex go. She's so satisfying to watch as well. Just like cast, heal, cast, heal, cast, heal. I mean, Vex 1, 6.4k. I mean, the Varus also really outperforming there, about 8,000 damage from the Varus. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at that damage chart. I mean, obviously the Zac, kind of the star of the show popping off there. But I mean, yeah, it looks like in Soju's opinion, this is just the board. You play around this core 5 Exotech, and then you can easily cut the Morgana, in his opinion. It's kind of interesting because I do think Morgana's not a bad unit on this board. The Divinicore bonus is really nice onto the Vex. But okay, we're going to roll down here. We need Vex 2. We find it at almost the last second here. We're gonna pop Hyperfangs over here, move this to Sedge, make Archangels, bring that. Oh, I'm liking this, and then finish the TG. Yep, TG, fantastic. I mean, in our spot, I mean, it's great on Exotech units, but it's also just great on the Gragas in this spot to be a good way to proc his, give him cybernetic bulk value. But yeah, I mean, look at this board. We're stomping people. I mean, was that a Zeri board? I mean, they had bad luck protection. I think it was. There's Sedge too, feeling good. And now we have this Aurora. So the only spot you could fit Aurora in is you would drop Bruiser and Divinicore. You would drop the Gragas. And I think, I mean, in Soju's opinion, that is just not a very fair trade-off. Gragas is a ton of frontline on this board. He's Divinicore, making the rest of your frontline almost bruisery. He's Bruiser on this board, which is, you know, making him tanky. So yeah, I mean, so it just says, you know what, like this Aurora is really not going to do much on this board. It's very difficult to skill actually in TFT to understand like when certain 5 costs are high rolls versus when they're not. Like to know that you're not actually supposed to play this Aurora on this board. I think it's really nice from Soju to showcase this ability to, yeah, just not play it. And now that, yeah, I mean, I think this makes a lot of sense. Where Sedge 2, he decides to move the TG over. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get TG onto an Exotech here, but this is fantastic. You just throw it onto the Sejuani, yeah. Though he is middling Sedge, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it's good versus this Veigar player. Guarantees that we get to stun the Veigar either side they swap the Veigar to, they're not actually, like, Solus is not trying to full corner the Veigar, so we're getting good value out of it. And yeah, I mean, we're starting to climb in the HPs in this spot. This is what it's all about, is climbing. Now that, I mean, we started in 8th, we'll see how high we can get here. I mean, he's looking at Renekton with Declaw here, looks like. I mean, it's decent enough. It's a tank item. We still can't really move this TG off of Zac, which is a little tragic. We'd love to build some real tank items on him, but I just don't see how you can do it. I think this TG or this Declaw is just gonna end up on Gragas here for bulk value and for being a Gragas value. And then like maybe eventually we can get there. Like the idea is put this onto Gragas for now. I mean, we're kind of lucky gloves rolling. Wait, actually, yeah, look at our gloves here. We rolled double tank items on both of our, I mean, Soju's just lucky gloves. I mean, it's just a streamer diff, it happens. All right, rotate into this Executioner's board and look at the Vex. I mean, it just mows down the Rengar. This fight wasn't even close. I mean, how is the Rengar going to kill this Vex? I mean, he's just not. She has the Gunblade, she's healing up, and she's healing up the rest of our front line, which means, yeah, I mean, the Rengar's never jumping onto the Vex. This is actually sick. Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right, that's kind of a sick idea. Move these items over now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this looks really nice. I mean, Soju's just doing a really good job of moving his items around. Move the Declaw and the chassis over to the... Ooh, this is the only bad fight, though. This is, remember, this is the guy who cashed out 266 stacks of the Cypher cash out, has Draven 3. We are going to lose there, drop down to 6 HP. But yeah, I love moving these items over. Move the chassis over to Sejuani. The only downside to this is it does burn all our removers, so this does mean that Zac is forever going to be just a TG Zac, which feels a little bad, but I mean, I think Soju just realized, especially the fact that that cash out guy was in his pool, like we kind of had to go for that. I don't know why he pre-leveled up to 9 here, but we did it. Now we get the Aurora in. We are considering moving Morello over to the Aurora because she's just a great holder of it. We're going to just move triple item over to the Aurora. Shiv going to stay there. Hyperfangs has to stay. Okay, yeah, Shiv there, and then tank item up here. We got to buy a unit to throw in with Aurora. Okay, we buy the Mordekaiser here. And I mean, this is our almost our final form, essentially. We need to find Aurora 2, honestly, and something good for Aurora to throw in. But you can see the power of this board. I mean, this is not a weak TF board. They have Ascension. I mean, they're going to spike even harder in a few rounds, but not a bad TF board that we stomp pretty hard there. And I mean, really just looking for other stuff here. I mean, you could play Viego, but I mean, you can't at this point cut this Aurora, actually. We're just going to throw the Viego in, right? He's not the best unit to throw in because it's not like you get his effect. Ooh, look at this. He's trying to make sure that the Zac and the Sejuani take aggro first. One, this means that Zac is going to split faster and then start casting faster and CCing the entire board faster. And two, maybe there's some idea of pulling the Sejuanis down. You can use the kind of like positioning of your units to pull Sejuani and make it so that she doesn't stun your units, but I don't think that's what it is here. I think he really just wants to make sure, especially with those tank items, that Zac is taking aggro and that he's making sure that he splits quickly so that he can then, you know, get more casts off when he has multiple copies of him. Now with these items, we're not going for that positioning because we just know that, like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder to do that with a Zac without real tank items here. We have the Vex initially casting on the Zed, which was really good. We were getting stunned here. Look at this Vex go. Oh my God. Just cast, healing up the entire board. I mean, this Vex unit is just so satisfying to watch here. All right, so we still have... Okay, the Aurora 2. Yeah, Aurora 2 on Carousel. It looked for a second like he was going to grab like Renans or something. But okay, Aurora 2 off Carousel here. Still, I mean, I think you reforge Gargoyle here. Yeah, I mean, to look for some kind of other item here, we can throw it here. I would imagine that Urgot is just better than throwing in Viego here. So we're going to throw this in here. We're finding a really strong board here. We've locked in top 3 from a spot that was looking like an 8th before. This is a Hollow Bozeri, which is very scary, and they have bad luck protection. And our Vex is getting stunned. Our Zac is buying a lot of time. I mean, Aurora's doing good work. This fight is close. We win this fight. I mean, that was versus Clone, but still, oh my God. Could it be a win out for Soju? I mean, you can never be too sure against those Zeri boards. I mean, we have to roll to 0 here, dig for our Bloblets here. Honestly, yeah, I mean, I think Soju probably gets a little cocky here. I mean, I would get a little cocky here, but we are fighting the Cypher cash out guy. This is the strongest guy. We are getting our Vex stunned up a bit. I mean, just what happens when she's in the middle. Aurora's doing good work. Zac rolled an Edge of Night, which is not our favorite, but he's bouncing all around. Oh my God, we kill off the Cypher guy, and that means that we can buy the Urgot. I've been streaming for so long, and I've just been up for so long today. It's not even that late. It's midnight here, but we get the Urgot here, and I mean it's just a final showdown between us and this board. I mean, but to fight this Zeri board to a top 2, I mean, it just shows the cap of this comp. All right, let's roll down here, try to pick up Urgot 2 and as many bloblets as we can find on the way. We only have 1 remover, so we can't really move items to Zach. We could just go for like a Shojin here onto the Varus. I mean, it's an item. He's gonna TG. Oh, TG the Urgot. That's pretty nice here. Yeah, I mean, just TG to the Urgot here. A solid item. Ends up rolling tank items. Not amazing, but I mean, it's an Urgot, potentially an Urgot 2 on the way. All right. Can we win this fight? Our Sejuani is kind of stuck in Narnia, but we do. Oh my God. All right. One more fight and it's a first. Roll down here, pick up the Urgot 2. The TG on him is not amazing, but not horrible. We could have actually swapped TGs, I think, if we had wanted to, though I don't think it actually makes that much sense. Actually, yeah, probably ideally swap the Gragas TG over to the Urgot when you 2-star him. Would have, though it's kind of hard, right? Actually, how does it work? No, you put one on the board and it would swap it over. All right, final fight here. Our Vex is getting CC'd a bit. Oh my God. I think, yeah, this guy pushed 10, found their upgrades, and just barely capped out high enough to beat Soju. But still, I mean, to go first in Soju's spot, I think was, I mean, just a really good display of how strong this comp is and how somebody, yeah, climbed from 0 LP to challenger by forcing this comp. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how your games go with this comp. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch, my Metafy, all my other links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks as always for watching.